realizing lately is like everybody is capable of ambition. You realize that flight probably generated $100,000 in revenue for the airline company.
It's $100,000 should be in our pockets.
Exactly, bro.
What's going on, guys? Back with another video today, and today I'm here with Spencer, and we're gonna be doing just a raw talk. More or less talking about self-doubt and ambition. So, you know, we were talking a little bit earlier, and recently we've both just been in a place of stress and just, I don't want to say doubt, but fear in a sense.
Fear, doubt, whatever that feeling is, that creeping in, that just, it's the opposite force when you have your ambition. Because I believe everyone's capable of ambition. Ambition is just, I know where I want to go, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get there. But are you really, right? And then it's just all these thoughts that come in and say, are you really gonna do it, bro? What if you tread wrong? What if you tread wrong? What if it doesn't happen the way you envision? What if something goes wrong and you can't do it? That's the main thing.
Yeah, like,
that's the main thing, right?
And it's just so stressful knowing the fact of, like, when you have big ambitions and you get a sliver, a taste that ambition is possible, there's always this fear of, what if I don't get to actually fully embrace it? And since I've been in Miami a day longer than he has, and I've seen crazy things. Even today, we've seen countless amount of Porsches, Lambos, Ferraris, and all this stuff, and it's this, like, now that I've seen it with my own eyes, and I see guys who are like 20 years old, 20 to 30 years old driving these cars, and it's because they created something that they're passionate about from their own business. And it's this, we're both passionate about fitness. We know that we have the power to change people's lives, but there are so many people who try this. There's so many fitness coaches out there, and it's stressful. It's stressful. The what if I can't do this? What if I don't get the response that I'm looking for? What if people don't believe in me, in a sense? What if I prove all the haters that they were right?
Exactly, right? Or it's like, what if there's no need for me here? You know, what if like what I'm supposed to do, where my best tap potential, what if it lies somewhere else, you know? That thought bugs me too sometimes. And also, like, what if this whole space just dies out, nobody gets online coaches, everyone starts to think, you know, every time, I shouldn't let this get to me, and I do sometimes cope with it pretty well, but sometimes I scroll online, I see people say like, least obvious course seller and shit like that, you know, people that really hate on the online coach, not even just fitness coaching, but online coaching in general. A lot of people love to just shit on it because they think it's scams, either they're jealous of these people that they call gurus that are making so much more than them, but you can't help but feel the hatred that is directed towards you or what you're doing, and that also paints like a, you know, it puts a little bit of strain on your system, even if you let it, you know? I'm sure you know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about, like, you know? The amount of people who just hate on you, especially online nowadays, because it's over a phone, it's over a screen. It's not like they're saying it to your face. Like, there's no fear for them, and it gets into my mind, at least, a lot more than I wish it would. And it's frustrating, but at the same time, it's like, you gotta sit there and remind yourself that these people hate their lives. They're miserable. Like, they're not healthy. Like, they're not striving to be great in life. Like, I want to be great. I want to build an empire that's gonna last, and I want to change people's lives. I want to change my family's lives, right? I'm not talking just my family. I'm talking about cousins, my second cousins who I'm close with, or ish, like, just everyone. I want to have an impact. I want for people all around the world to know who Tony Bursick is. You know what I mean?
I want to change the world, bro. Simply put, bro. I want to change the fucking world. Like, I want to make fuck you money, but at the core, like, my number one thing, if you had to put it between, like, the money, the recognition, the whatever, the number one thing, I want to change the world, bro. I wasn't put on this earth to just be another pawn. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the main thing that's what keeps me up at night, bro. That's what fucking keeps me up at night. The other thing is another thing, going back to what we said earlier about people that like, hate it and stuff and everything. And one thing I also realize is like sometimes I get down on myself, like, dude, what the fuck? Like, are you weak mentally? Like, why do you care what people think? And then I realize like, I think our brains are hardwired as humans to give a fuck what people think, at least for a split second, right? But the more conscious you become of like the bigger picture, the less it really truly bothers you as a whole. Like like what you just said, like, oh, this person's miserable, and like it's just their opinion, it doesn't matter, right? So for anyone watching, do your thing, bro. Honestly, a lot of people that I see that have made it, you know that dude King Brad. He just bought his dream car, Corvette at like 21. Right? I just met that guy. He's super cool. He streams like R6, and he preached like in his post. I read the whole thing. He said like, people are always gonna have something to say. I say the same thing. People always got something to say. Like you talk about your achievements. They say you're bragging. You don't say anything. They say you're not confident. So just do you, bro. Stuff like that. Just do you, because there's always gonna be someone else a problem with it, right?
And I couldn't have said it better myself. Like, you just gotta do you and focus on yourself. And I feel like one big thing I've noticed since I've been out in Miami, I know it's only been a short period of time, but being in your hometown kills your dreams and ambitions. Like 1,000,000%. Like, since I've been here with like you, Ivan, Nigel, Andrew, Diogo, and Jack, I'm like motivated because I'm around like-minded people. And that's one thing that I feel like everyone needs to do in life. And it may suck, you may have to cut off people who are close to you, but at the end of the day, you need to be around like-minded people so you can actually move forward in life. Because if you're someone who has big dreams, big aspirations, you want to be an entrepreneur, and you want to create financial freedom, and you want to provide for your family, you want to change lives, but then you know someone who wants to become a veterinarian or something like that. Like, yeah, they may be close to you, but they're not gonna help you stay focused and locked in. Like, you need to surround yourself with people who are gonna push you. Because like, before I came on this trip, I wouldn't say in a bad place, but I wasn't as dialed in as I am now. By a landscape. It's completely changed since I've gotten here, and I don't even want to leave. Like, straight up, like.
Anyway, but no, yeah, that's some real shit, bro. Like, on the flip side of it, like, yeah, like being in your hometown kills ambition, but at the same time, the flip side of the coin reads, being around the right people, being in the right environment, expedites your progress. I just worked like a dog. I've been up for 20 hours now. I slept 2 hours last night. I've been up for 20 hours. I honestly don't even feel ready for bed. I feel like I could do more. I feel like I should do more.
And I know we both are, because I know I'm going to edit 2 videos after this. I know you're probably going to do more outreach after this.
Do more outreach. I'm going to edit some shit, bro. Like
that's the love of this game, though, is like, it's competitive, but not in a negative way, in a way that it pushes you to do more and strive to be better.
Exactly. You said, I fucking did that, bro. Like, I fucking did that. I put in that effort, and guess what? I got the fucking result. That's what you just said.
And it allows you to go to sleep better, knowing that, okay, I did everything I possibly could today in order to get a step closer to my goals and
100%,
transforming people.
I will say 5 hours of sleep after getting so much fucking work done feels better than 8 hours of sleep after like a mad day, bro. And I get so many mad days when I'm in my hometown. That place kills my energy. It's just full of NPCs, complacent people that made it through brick and mortar, like classic, like 9 to 5 stuff. They all think the same. It's literally like the fucking Matrix. I know people say the Matrix is like what we're in because we're chasing this lifestyle, but this is not the Matrix, bro. The Matrix is the fucking system they want to put you in. This is creative freedom, bro.
It is. The one problem with the fitness industry, which is something that really bothers me, is there are so many fitness coaches out here, which, you know what, I'm glad people are chasing their dreams, but the problem with it is that there are so many people in this industry who are either A, not qualified to be teaching other people on how to achieve their dream physique because they don't have it themselves, or B, they're just in it for the money. They don't care about the people they're working with. And that's one thing that really gets under my skin, because me personally, I came from someone who was skinny fat to fat, no confidence, picked on my whole life. And once I started transforming my life by going to the gym and just getting in shape and taking care of myself, I gained respect. I gained confidence. One thing I will say, which, you know, this was back when I was chasing girls all the time. Girls started talking to me. Beforehand, no girl would look in my direction. It was completely different afterwards. And now I know that I can do this for other people. I can help change their life. But then there's people who are just naturally genetically gifted, who don't care about anything but money and don't care about their clients, and they're making stupid amounts of money when they just give you some simple laid out plan. Meanwhile,
or they're on gear and they say they're natural.
That's another thing.
I feel like people are catching on to that one though.
That one's becoming more obvious now.
Yeah, bro, that's really that's what I'm realizing it is, because being here in Miami, seeing just so much variety in the creative. Like, yeah, there's a lot of copy and paste business models, but there's a lot of variety too. At the same time, there's a lot of creativity. People are like, okay, we just met some guy. What do you do? He coaches barbers, bro.
Yeah.
Like I never would have thought of that. Coaching barbers, high ticket, and he didn't disclose his income, but he's ripping crazy numbers, bro. You know that much.
He's driving a Rolls Royce. So he has to be pulling crazy numbers. But then again, he did something he was passionate about, right? And he was genuinely trying to help people, which is why he gained success from it. So at the end of the day, you know, there may be people who are making crazy money, but it's not going to last for them because their heart isn't in it. They're not in it for helping people. They're not in it for, you know, helping their families. They're in it for themselves, and that's why they're not going to succeed. But the one thing that I feel like both of us really need to remember is that we're in this to help people, and we're in this to change lives. Our hearts,
the world, bro.
Our hearts are truly in this, which is why it obviously takes time, but it's something that will come because we're willing to continue to go through all the problems, the adversity, in order to achieve this and make this so we don't have to worry about funds whatsoever. We can genuinely just focus on transforming lives. That's all I want to do at the end of the day.
Thanks, bro. Like my dream lifestyle, bro. I get whatever the fuck I want. I don't check the price, and I get to put all my energy into one, like lifting, but two, like just changing the fucking world. That's all I want to do in my day. I want to wake up, crush a lift, change the world, do whatever, not check the price, and then rinse with me. That's all I want to be able to do.
And see, speaking of that, because obviously there might be people in the comments saying like, oh yeah, like you don't want to do anything, but you're gonna make money off your clients. Well, obviously it's a business, but most importantly, the one thing that people don't realize is that when you're in shape, you get treated so differently to the point where at my whole job, I really became a foreman because I was in shape and disciplined. That wasn't the whole reason, but that was a big play in it because I had discipline from the gym and from dieting and building just who I am today over so many years, to where I carried that discipline into work as well, which is why I moved up so quickly. It was within a 6-month period technically that I became a foreman. That's not normal. That doesn't just happen.
This guy, yeah, man. It takes a certain level of individual, someone who like is able to be genuine, is able to demonstrate discipline, is able to demonstrate like hard work. And also, just the halo effect is real, bro. Like, the way you look makes a difference. Like, if someone was this exact same, like, carbon copy of Anthony, except fat, Anthony would have got it over. You know, that's just how it works, bro. Like, that's literally...
You know, someone used this analogy to me, and I think it's actually funny, but it's so true at the end of the day. If your girlfriend was in a room with 2 versions of you, and one of them is the fat, slobby version of you, and the other one is the jacked, successful, chasing his goals, disciplined version of you, which one is she dunking on?
It's
a no-brainer.
We're gonna bring biology into it, yeah. It's like, bro, Like, obviously, like, yeah, fat dudes and fat bitches be fucking, but who fucks more? The ones that are in shape, bro. You know, like, yeah, obviously you could argue money, you could argue all this and that and the other, but like, who fucks more, bro? It's the guy with the good physique, he fucks more. It's guaranteed. Bro.
Overweight and fat people aren't, you know, the successful people because they don't even have the discipline to stay in shape. So obviously they don't have the money that comes with it, right?
Yeah, bro. How would they have the self-development either to like nurture a good relationship? Like, I know, like, yeah, okay, there could be the stereotype, but like the gym silk gearhead who treats women like shit, right? But also on the other side of it, like, dude, if you're a fat ass and you can't fucking take care of yourself in a way that even makes your body not look like shit, like a fucking pear, for fuck's sake, like, how the fuck can you take care of yourself and then therefore another human being in a whole relationship? That doesn't make any fucking sense, bro. And that's like, not only is it an evolutionary signal that you're not even fucking fertile, that you're not even gonna fucking get her pregnant, it's also a fucking a subconscious signal that you're a bitch and you're not gonna be a good boyfriend regardless of fertility, bro. You know?
100%. Like that's how it is, and it's at the end of the day, it's psychology. At the end of the day, it's biology and psychology. Like, you're in shape, you're gonna get the girls, you're gonna get the money, because if you're willing to put that much time and effort into yourself, you're gonna be willing to put that effort and time into making money.
Exactly.
And at the end of the day, like, it's I can't remember where I was going with this.
That's what I said earlier today on that reel we filmed, where I felt like I looked not good enough because I get so picky with how I look on camera, bro. But that's what this space does to you. But no, like I said, like, fitness is literally the gateway, bro. It's like, you know, like, if you can develop a fit body, you can develop a fit mind, because you understand. If you ever hit a plateau in the gym, which if you've been lifting for a year, guaranteed it's happened at least once, and you push through it because you said, I have this goal, I want to bench 225. If you're not like already extremely have a large frame or fat as fuck, and you bench 225, you understand what it means to consistently get after something and fucking do it and plow through it. Because you know how many times I plateaued on my way to 225, even because I started out fucking anorexic, bro. My first hurdle I had to overcome was learning how the fuck to eat again. Do you realize that when you have to go from a space of not even knowing how to eat a fucking meal properly, that your mind perceives, that we're literally, I sat in a Corvette and an AMG today. My mind says, okay, I am literally friends with people that have these things, that have achieved this. And these people look up to people. How tangible is it for me to go out and chase these dreams of mine if at one point I couldn't even fucking eat a meal and now I'm fucking jacked? You know what I'm saying?
Now you're jacked in Miami, driving around in a Corvette and an AMG, and you're living a lifestyle that you want. At the end of the day, like, it's not the lifestyle you want, but it's a taste of it. Like I said before, it's a taste of it. And now that you've gotten a taste of it, it's like, it becomes so much more realistic. It becomes actually achievable in your mind, because you know these people, we're friends with them, and they have done it. The one with the AMG, he came to Miami the first time, broke. He was scraping for pennies in his beat up car beforehand for an energy drink.
And how long ago was that?
That was like 4 or 5 months ago. 6 months ago, maybe.
6 months ago, he said, bro.
6 months ago.
6 months ago, he had less than both of us. He had like less than half of both of us, bro. And now he's just
he didn't have a tenth of what we have.
Honestly, bro.
And he made it work.
But he had a dream, bro, straight up. He had a vision, he had a dream.
Stuck to it. And that's what, whenever you're feeling down, whether it's our situation where you're second guessing yourself about what you're doing, if it's right for you, or one of the things we listed in this video, or maybe it's you specifically second guessing yourself about losing weight.
In 20 minutes we've sat here, we've heard $1 million go overhead and probably another 2 million drive by.
And do you think that person who made $1 million went to college?
Probably fucking not. Dude, even my dad, who went to school until he was 36 years old, smart ass dude, right? He's a very no bullshitter. He says it as it is, and he sees it as it is. He says like, it's honestly a fucking scam nowadays. He's like, I don't care what you do, as long as you fucking do something, as long as you're working. Initially, he wanted me to take the school route because I was a fucking fuck up when I was younger. I was fucked up. Like when people say like, oh man, I was such a degenerate. I vaped and I went and partied. Dog, I sold fucking drugs. I was in trouble with the fucking cops. I got expelled from school. I did not even complete my second 2 years of high school because I saw no fucking future for myself from the age of literally like 12, bro. I decided, I was like, you know what? I'm just not gonna make it. I'm not gonna do anything in my life. I'm just a troubled kid. I'm a fuck up and that's it. Because that's all anyone ever told me. And so I believed it. My reality began to manifest that. But the gym fucking saved me, bro. And then you know what I became? First of all, then I became, I'm a gym rat. And then I became, I'm a power lifter. And now I'm an entrepreneur. And just the thought that I'm an entrepreneur is why I'm in fucking Miami right now, networking with all these amazing people.
And you know, we may have different backstories, but the things that we do have that are very similar is the fact that we were told that we can't do this, that we are not capable of anything like at this level, and that the gym is what saved us. And that is what matters the most at the end of the day. Because the gym can save anyone. If it saved us, it could save you too, right? You know, you may not know what you're doing, but there are people out there who will help you learn that. But the thing is, you gotta make sure you're going to the right person, because there are genuine people out here who don't give a shit. They just care about money, right? But then there are also people who, like us, who want to see people transform their lives, because we've been through it. We've been through the mud, right? And we came out the other side stronger than ever. So we know it's possible. And most importantly, I want to do that for other people, because there is no feeling like it.
Exactly.
Like, I truly believe when the day comes and I'm driving in my Porsche 911, I'm still going to think about the fact that nothing feels better than knowing that I saved myself once I started going to the gym. And that I stopped caring so much about what people's opinions are. Because you still hear it still may affect you a little bit, but overall, when you actually look at it from a distance and you take a step back,
see the bigger picture.
Stop caring.
Because the bigger picture says, when I make it, who is this worthless fuck's opinion to me? What does it mean to me? Nothing. You gotta see yourself from the version of you that has already made it. And once you view it through the lens of that, imagine you're in your dream car, you're independently, you're so wealthy that you can take all your friends out to eat and you don't have to check the fucking price. You can order the ridiculous fucking bottle service here in Miami. What's it, like $450K a hand, bro? You can do that shit. You have to get to the point. View it from that perspective, that version of you that's in that place. Would you give a shit if someone thinks you're a little bit too high body fat percentage to be posting that kind of? No, the fuck you wouldn't, bro. And that's why the gym is literally the gateway, bro. The gym can be your fucking gateway to success. Just like a bad home life and a negative thought process surrounding that can be the gateway into a fucked life.
Okay.
We're fucking overheated, but we're about to wrap this up, boys.
Yeah, we're wrapping this up now. End of the story. Regardless of how you're feeling, just keep on pushing through, because there is light at the end of the tunnel. It may be dark right now, but you just gotta keep on pushing through, and before you know it, you'll be on the other end.
And 100%.
You will be happier than you could ever imagine.
And it might not even be just the gym that could be your gateway. It could be any action that you take. Any action that you take towards doing anything productive to yourself could be your gateway to the life you've always wanted to fucking live.
Exactly. And with that
we
being,
are, bro.
we're in Miami.
If I never said, you know what, I'm tired of being addicted to drugs and I'm tired of being 105 pounds at 5'9", if I never said that, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try this weightlifting thing. If I never said that, I would never fucking be here.
We wouldn't be in a villa right now.
I wouldn't know
with
you.
An insane pool. We wouldn't know each other.
I wouldn't know you.
We wouldn't be in this crazy place with these amazing people transforming our lives. But anyways, this video's been long enough now. First episode of Raw Talk. I'm sure we're probably gonna do another one while we're
Probably
here.
tomorrow, bro.
Probably tomorrow.
After Starbucks, sunrise raw talk.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
a good idea.
I'm
That's a
down.
good idea.
Before
But
breakfast.
anyways, catch you guys later. Remember, keep your head up. Keep on pushing through. And there's light at the end of the tunnel.
Catch you, boys. Find your gateway. Find your fucking gateway.